This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we have a Whirlpool dishwasher that is not draining. So we'll show you a couple things here that could help. So I'm going to press in on this button, the start button, for 3 seconds. And that's supposed to start a drain cycle. And I can hear the drain, but it doesn't seem like it's really producing much water. This thing's the air gap up by the kitchen faucet. Take a look at that to see if it might be clogged. That's a common place where dishwashers will have a clog if they stop draining. So I use a little standard head screwdriver to pry on these 2 plastic prongs so I can get the top off. Look in there, and when I set it to drain and close the door, I should get a big column of water shooting out of there, probably at least 2 inches tall. And I'm looking in there, and it should be draining, but I'm not getting anything. So I'm just going to go in here with a long screwdriver to see if that helps. There might be something caught right there. This is another tool that you can get from Amazon. I'll send you a link I'll have a link in the bottom description, but this is a CPAP tube cleaning tool. It costs about $10 at Amazon. It can be used to go through the air gap and clean out the drain hose. There might be something caught in the drain hose that's preventing the water from coming out. So if you feel there's an obstruction, you kind of move the snake back and forth to clear out the obstruction, pull it back out, and see if that helps. So I'll close the door again and see if I see any water coming out of there. Yeah, it's a tiny bit, but not enough to really get rid of the water. So there's something blocking it. Could also be something wrong with the drain motor. I can hear the motor, but it's not really shooting out the water. So what I'm doing now is I'm removing this nut at the top of the air gap, and I'm going to push the air gap down into the area underneath the sink, and that's going to allow me to remove the drain pipe from the air gap assembly. Makes it a little bit easier to do. So I got this in position, and I'm going to use a socket to loosen the hose clamp, and then I'll pull the drain pipe off. I'm going to look in there and see if I see anything caught, but it looks pretty good. So I have it in a pot now, and I set it for drain, and now it appears that the water's coming out pretty good. It's coming out fast, pretty good volume. So it seems like the drain's working. It seems like the drain motor's definitely getting power. And maybe there was something caught where the tube hooks to the air gap. So I'll go ahead and put the tube back in position. I'll tighten the hose clamp, and then I'll push the air gap back up into the countertop right here. I'll use my index finger to kind of guide it, and then I'll put that nut back on there to hold it, get that tight. And maybe that did the trick. Maybe there was something caught right before the air gap that we've gotten rid of. And that's going to be a really common scenario. So I'll tighten that nut just a little bit, put the cap back on. The cap only goes one way, so if it doesn't seat all the way, just flip it around the other way. It'll seat down. Got the chrome piece back over it. Take a look in there. I'm going to remove the filter and just make sure there's nothing obviously caught in there. Usually a dirty filter will not cause a no drain condition. The filter looks good. Make sure when you put in your filter that you twist it to a point where it feels like it locks in, where it's not loose at all, but it's really in there tight. So I'm going to press that start button for 3 seconds, start a cycle. Still doesn't seem to be draining. So what I'll do now is I'll remove these two caps that are holding in this kick plate underneath the dishwasher. Pull the kick plate out of the way. It's going to give me good access to the drain motor right here and the drain tube. Just checking to see if I see anything that's just caught in this tube, but it looks good. This is the power connector. Seems like it's in there nice and tight. So now I'm squeezing down with my pliers to remove the drain hose. I've got all the water out, but still a little bit of water is going to spill out when you pull off this tube. And I'm looking in where the tube makes a right turn, a right angle turn, and I'm going to see if I can reach in there and clean that out. There might be something caught right there. That's a common spot, either at the air gap that we looked at earlier or where it makes this right angle turn. So I'm going to see if I can find anything caught in there. So I'll blow in here really hard, and you should be able to get airflow. It may take a lot of energy though to get the water column to move, but that can help to clear anything that might be stuck in there. Here's the little hose clamp. We'll put that tube back on with the hose clamp and give it a test to see if that helped. So I would start with the air gap first, like we did earlier in the video. If that doesn't work, I would do the procedure we just did to see where it makes the right angle turn, if there's something caught. I'll put that back on and we'll give it a test, see if that helped. If that doesn't work, then your next suspicion would be that there's something wrong with the drain motor itself or the impeller. And in the video here in a second, we'll show you how to take off the drain motor and take a look at it. So here's the drain motor. I'm putting actually a new one in position, and I'm going to put the power connector back on. To take off the drain motor, you turn it left away from you to about 45 degrees. There's a little catch. We can't see it here in the video, but it's over on the other side of the pump, and you push down with your index finger. It's up at about the 11 o'clock position. Press it down and turn the pump away from you to your left to take off the pump. Put it on, you just twist it toward you to lock it in. So there's actually a brand new pump. As we found out when we took off the old one, that 2 of the 3 paddles that are on the impeller had broken off. So basically it only had like 33% of its pushing capacity. And that's why it would drain when I had it down low, draining into the pan. But when I had it try to go up to the air gap, it didn't have enough pushing power. But now with the new drain, it did work. The water to get in there and see if it works. Thanks so much for watching our video. We really appreciate your support. And when you get a chance, please press the subscribe button below so you can be subscribed, and also the notification bell so we can send you more videos about appliance repair. Please also give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you really liked the video and it really helped you, please press this new applaud button and you can show your support and also get a nice clapping hands for your video. Thanks again.